Tired of cleaning up bad data in Salesforce? Learn how to set up a validation rule in 2 minutes and stop errors before they happen. It is honestly one of the most satisfying things you can do as an admin. Instead of running reports to find messed up records and fixing them one by one, you can just tell Salesforce, hey, don't let this bad data in at all. We will start by opening Setup, then create a rule with a condition and an error message. Follow these 11 steps to protect your data. It sounds like a lot, but I promise, once you do it a couple of times, it takes less than 2 minutes. First, you need to access the Setup menu. So look up at the top right of your Salesforce screen and click the gear icon. That is the Quick Settings menu. It is the standard way to get into anything related to your org settings. Just click that gear. All right, from that dropdown, you want to click on Setup. This opens the Advanced Setup area, where all the real admin work happens. If you have ever created a field or changed a page layout, you have been here before. Now, we need to find the object we want to protect. So go to the Object Manager. It is usually right there in the main navigation on the left side of the Setup page. Click on that. Inside Object Manager, you will see a huge list of all the objects in your org. Standard ones like accounts and contacts, and any custom objects you have built. For this tutorial, we are going to pick an object that makes sense. I will select a label, something like account. Choose the object where you want to prevent bad data. The key here is to think about where you have the most manual cleanup pain. Start there. Now that you have your object selected, look on the left sidebar for the section called Validation Rules. It is usually under a heading related to field validation. Click on that. This page shows you any existing rules you already have. Since we are building our first one, click the New button. It should be right in the middle of the screen. You will see a form. First, give your rule a descriptive name. I always use something clear like phone number required for account. Use underscores instead of spaces because that is how Salesforce likes it. This name is for you and other admins, so make it obvious what the rule does. And here is the really important part, the error condition formula. This is the core logic that defines when the rule triggers. Think about it backwards. A validation rule fires when the formula is true. So you want to write a formula that becomes true when the data is bad. Let me walk you through a classic example. Say you want to make sure the phone field on account is never blank. You would click the little formula editor button, and you would write something like ISBLANK, open parentheses, phone, close parentheses. That is it. If the phone field is blank, the formula is true, and the rule fires. It takes some practice to get the syntax right, but do not worry. The formula editor has a check syntax button, so you can always test it. Use that button a lot. It will save you headaches. Now, scroll down to the error message section. This is where you tell the user what they did wrong. Write a clear message, something like, please enter a phone number for this account. Be friendly, but direct. The user needs to know exactly what to fix. Do not write something vague like data invalid. Be specific. Then you need to select the error location. This determines where on the page the red error box shows up. If your rule is about a single field, like phone, set it to Field and select the phone field from the dropdown. That way the error pops up right next to the empty box, which is super helpful for the user. Finally, click the Save button. That is it. Your rule is live. Now, every time someone tries to save a record that breaks your rule, Salesforce stops them and shows your message. You have just saved yourself hours of cleanup work down the line. It is a small effort now for huge returns later. Go ahead and test it out. Create a new record and leave that field blank. You will see your error message appear instantly.